In the first part of Chapter 1, there's just a few basic pieces of information vocabulary that you need to know. First of all, when you have a set of data, you have the individuals in the set of data, and you also have the variables that describe those individuals. So when we took some data in class and collected that, the individuals in our set of data were you, the AP Stat students. The variables are listed below. Now we have two different types of variables, categorical and quantitative. So take a minute and you might pause the video and circle the ones you think are categorical. Okay, if you've done that already, let's check. Gender is categorical. Zip code, dominant hand, birth month, and number of chips are all categorical variables. Now how can you tell categorical from the other type of variables which are called quantitative variables? Well, categorical variables, first of all, are not numerical, or if they have numbers in them, those numbers do not have a meaningful average. So in a quantitative data, numbers must have a meaningful average. Okay, for example, zip codes, phone numbers, social security numbers are all numerical labels, but none of them have meaningful averages. You don't say, oh, let's add up all our zip codes and find the average zip code in the class. That makes absolutely no sense. By the way, the word for average that we use in statistics is called the mean. Okay? So numbers must have meaningful averages to be quantitative. Another term that's introduced in this early part of the chapter is called the distribution of a variable. So the distribution of a variable tells us two things. One, all of the values of that variable. So for example, in birth month, it would be the 12 months. Those are the different values that the variable can take on. Number two, it tells you how many of each value are in the data set. That distribution can be conveyed in either a frequency table or a graph. So in our next video, we're going to introduce displays of categorical data, the graphs and tables that are used for categorical data.